Hello. Hi. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this video from, and welcome to yet another exciting episode. So you see me with the ladies, just know it's about to go
down.
Yeah, and today we are talking about this topic. It's very, is it sensitive? Somehow it's sensitive. Yeah, and it's something that we do experience. Kuna pressure like everywhere. Pressure in the social media platforms, pressure at work. Mtoi anasoma wapi? Yeah, like a lot of things. Where do you work? Where do you live? Among many other things. So today we want to talk about pressure. But before that, introduction is also good. So wanjani wenyu. Leina is just smiling. So Leina, why am I even introducing you and you're supposed to introduce yourself?
Alright, hi guys, I'm Leina Patrick.
Hello, my name is Cynthia Kaneza.
And I'm Belinda Melvin, the owner of the channel. Lady Yoyo will share. Okay, so today, pressure is the topic. Yeah. And maybe to start with it, have you ever experienced pressure?
Yeah, of course.
Same here. Who wants to start?
The host.
The host. So let me tell you, ladies. So pressure. I'll start by this because we have been thinking about a lot of memories that we had back in school. So my pressure, guys, let me tell you, this lady here with some other friends back then, well, at school, my pressure was pressure ya kudate. So my circle of friends were dating. I was the odd one out. And she was also a trigger. Give that guy a chance. So my pressure, my pressure number one was that I dated out of pressure. Because your friends are dating, wako na wapoa, so you feel like you're the odd one out. So you enter into a relationship simply because. So I dated out of pressure. That is my experience. Number one, it was crazy.
How did everything work out?
It didn't even last. It didn't even last because I was in that relationship like 8 months, and then I walked out. Things just, it wasn't even giving.
You weren't fully in.
Yeah, because one, while entering it, see, I also had those fears. Me nilikuwa nimwambia hiyo time. I'm not into, like, I just fear relationships. I don't know, but nilikuanga naogopa heartbreak. Unakumbuka nikisema upande mtu alafu ako heartbreak. Yeah, so I had that fear, but again, you have to conquer your fears. So getting to know this person, I just told myself, I'm one leg in, the other one out. I see the things that at the end when you tunafaa kuenda,
unashuka hiyo
you
gari.
just step out.
So the point is, don't date out of pressure.
Yeah, I dated out of pressure. And that guy, that guy, that guy was.
Also, don't listen to your friends. Give someone a chance. If you're not ready, just don't do it.
Yeah. I learned that because kama ningesikiza instincts zangu back then, ningekuwa on the safer side. But unaona, after listening to friends also, you find yourself in, and then the person that you think maybe you are the only one in is also going after your friends.
I'm the friend.
Yeah, the friend, and also the other one.
We should bring the rest.
Yeah, the rest.
Tunafaa wale watu wenye walikuwa cause pressure.
How? Give that person.
Okay, mimi naweza sema pressure nilikuwa nao nikiwa pressure. I had a roommate, a very crazy roommate. She will bring her boyfriend in the house, in the room. Yani, tunalala in the same room. I feel uncomfortable na hiyo. I need my space. Nikabidi tu one day nikapatana na mtu. Huyo mtu nikapatana na yeye, I dated him, yani nilikuwa out of that because hizo stuff zote zenye walikuwa na do hapo haikuwa inaninice kabisa. So me, I dated someone because I needed that space. I didn't want to be kwa hiyo room. Unaona? Nikaendea mtu. Hata tukwenda sana. Hata 4 months haikuisha like.
So me, I tried, Loina. I really tried.
Kitu funny.
I tried.
Yetu vile tulienda home. Truly break silent. Hatuku explain issue ilikuwa wapi, ujui ulikosea wapi, ujui boy alikosea wapi. Yani tu tulienda tu hivyo. Yes, I tried my best communicating, but the person was not communicating. Sammy was very heartbroken kabisa. I became sick for 6 months. You can imagine.
Heartbreak for 6 months.
Yes.
Wow.
You were sick, literally sick.
Very sick. Hadi nilinyesha for 6 months because of a person. You can imagine.
Well,
till
that
now,
is heartbreak.
That is heartbreak.
Till now, sijui kama na regret ama mi ublame. Nasemanga if it were not for that friend, sidhani kama ningedate. Mpaka saizi, lakini I need to let go.
Just let go. You need to. You can't be holding on to something and yet you're hurt. You have to let go. You also allow God.
Yeah, those are like 6 years ago.
You can imagine.
6 years ago.
6 years ago
That's
is a
crazy.
long time.
Loina?
Honestly, mimi sidhani kaa date out of pressure.
But you have experienced pressure to some point.
Of course, every workplace. I think pressure yenye experience sana. I think kuna zingine sikumbuki, but for workplace, I used to work in this place. You're working from Monday to Saturday. And the working hours were crazy. You're supposed to be at work before 8. So by 7:59, you're already seated. So when I entered this job, I was working as a telesale. Then because I've done a bit of finance and accounts and all that, after a month, I was transferred to a different department, finance department. So I worked as an accountant. So the work was okay until now. The working environment was not that good. It was a bit toxic when it comes to the boss. Ni yule mtu mwenye anaweza kuja ile yako in a good mood, you will have fun, you will joke around, but if the mood changes, I'm telling you, yani unakaa kwa hiyo nini, unaketi hapo unasikia no, I can't do this. Ni mtu mwenye anaweza kuongelesha tu vile anataka. So it happens that hiring and actually it's not hiring and firing, it's hiring and quitting happens like any other day. Utapata in a week like 2 people the same week, 2 people left. So workforce, when I entered, we had a workforce of like 8 to 10 people. Then in a month time, umebaki watu 4. Ikafika place tukabaki watu 3. 2 sales na mimi mtu wa finance. So inabidi you have to work, unafanya finance, unafanya sales at the same time. So unafanya 2 jobs, but you're paid for one job. But mtu hata sit and appreciate whatever you're doing.
Never complaining.
My friend kuna time yenye, and then inafika jioni, you have to do the sales report, and then kila mtu wa sale anatumia report yake. I have to compile those report, nizifanye finance. I have to send 2 reports again for the finance report na ile ya sales. It was hectic. Sometimes unapata natoka kwa ofisi 8 ama 8:30. Me, I have a kid. Unafika kwa nyumba 9, unakuta mtoi alilala. The next day ukiamka bado unamwacha amelala, anakaa na nani. Like it was hectic. And tukafikishana sasa hapa. Nikamwambia msee, you have to either you employ people, this is not working. Mimi ni mtu mwenye nikiona something is wrong I'll tell you. So niliana nikamuuliza, do you think it's people's problem ama your problem? Like you are hiring like in a month you hire 3 people, in a month 4 people have quit. Do you think it's the employees or it's the employer's problem?
It is I think that it's the employer.
Yeah.
Because why? Like each and every month you're hiring.
First of all, if you are the boss, you have to mind how you talk to your employees. True. Where ilikuwa hectic mpaka tukafikishana hapa.
And you know, sometimes it happens, maybe the person also is going through something. And then they don't know how to deal with it. they try look at someone who they will throw their baggage. Mtu anakuja na mashida zake amesahau pia you where you're coming from, you have your own
problems.
Yeah.
So kuna ile ya pushing, saying that I'm an adult, I can deal with this situation. Unaamka asubuhi, you go deal with the same situation until it's too much, you can't handle it any longer, you can't take it. I just took my bag and left. You the pressure you go oof.
Like I feel you. I also experienced the same last year, and people who knew me, and I believe also you even told me, hey Belinda, what is happening? Umebi tumekonda uko happy. Like I was a total complete shadow of myself. I'm wearing my clothes and I can't hang. They're not even fitting. They're not fitting. And it actually hit me when I went home. And my dad was like, Belinda, this is too much. My family was like, no.
This is too
Instead
much.
of like growing, you are, and then Belinda, you are stagnating.
Instead of going forward, backward.
And then, the worst thing of it all, I'm working in a TV station as a health reporter. I'm working on a radio station as a news presenter. So the expectation that people have about you, they are too much. You are working maybe your day hauna fare kufikisha job. You see. So on your way working, you meet someone tells you like, ai unakosaje pesa. And then whatever that I hate is someone telling you that wewe ni msichana, you are a girl. How comes you don't have money?
Like they expect because you are a lady.
You are a lady.
You can't always.
But I don't understand that, Nini. Why people do use that. So your work, I feel you, and I just reached a point, and they said no. So I just did my work well, and then the last day after delivering, I just prepared. I'm going back home to my parents. And I went back and they actually received me well. They received me.
Just when I told him, hey, my guy.
I told my parents no. Because I was to quit after the general election. And then talked to the boss. He told me, things will be okay.
Yeah, I remember you told me you were preparing to
quit. I was like psychologically. I even started saying that when I go out, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll just focus on content creation. Since starting my channel, I didn't start it for content. I used to keep there, to upload there the work that I've done.
Okay.
Yeah. So I told myself, this channel has been dormant. Let me come. Yeah. So that's how I started, like now doing more content early this year. Yeah. After sitting down, haujui juu unajua mtu anakuambia Loina, you are quitting, you don't have a job. What are you going to do? So me personally, I'll say just took that leap of faith. But pressure at work, I understand. And then I think bosses should also learn to pay attention to their workers. Mental health is real. You might be thinking that you are like you're saying something, maybe you think like kitu nimekwambia iko sawa, and then you don't know the person that you're telling how he or she perceived it.
Okay, what I understand is that bosses are a bit rough and they're allowed to be, but some I don't mind you being superficial and you're the boss, you are allowed to do that kind of stuff. But if it reaches a point where someone insults you, uses insultive language at work, that means he's not professional. He doesn't care how you feel. Like anaona ni kama I hone you. Okay? So ikifika point yenye unanitusi, no, I can't do that. You see it, you're not my dad. Wezi niongelesha vibaya and then you expect me just because unanilipa niendelee kufanya kazi. No. At some point kuna ile inaitwa respect and being professional. Hata kama nikuwa the boss, you have to be professional. Pressure job
ni tricky.
Kwanza yangu waibuka from the boss, from the supervisor. I was. I remember after nimetoka saa hiyo surgery, nilikuwa nikae for 6 months without doing the job. Nilikuwa napigiwa simu kila saa.
And they don't care kama ulikuwa nini? Kama ulikuwa hosi?
Yes.
No, ulipewa leave.
Nilipewa leave, sick leave. Unaona, then nikapata tena period kidogo ya kutulia because singeweza panda hiyo pikipiki. So nikaona badala ya kukaa kwa nyumba, acha niende nifanye hiyo office work kidogo. My supervisor ni kama hapo anapenda hiyo mambo. Alikuwa kila saa maneno. Hata nikitumia credit issue, nikitumia transportation issue, yani vitu mingi. So kuna yule mwenye aliletwa anisaidie kama reliever. The reliever ni kama tu alikuwa green, ushaona mtu green kabisa kwa kila kitu, alafu ni mtu don't care kabisa. Sasa alikuwa anafanya vitu vice versa. Akiulizwa, bado umefanya hii, hawezi jitetea. Anaongeleshwa amenyamaza, hawezi jitetea. Huyo supervisor imagine akamvuta kazi hapo nikiangalia. Sasa pressure ndio inakuja kwangu.
You have to do all the work.
Yes. Wakatransfer portfolio kwangu mbio. Sasa ujapo niko kuchanganyikiwa, bado siko sure kama hiyo pikipiki inafaa kupanda juu, kazi yangu ni ya pikipiki. Unaona? Ndio mimi sasa naanza kujiuliza maswali, nifanye aje na hii kazi hii lazima nifanye. Unajua the following day I had to panda hiyo pikipiki. Na ukumbuka niko na cut. Na mali naenda si ati ni mali lami, smooth, mamawe, mlima na mabonde. Nakwambia nikitoka kule nilikuwa nauma kutoka hapa hadi hapa kwa kidole ya mguu. Yani the pain, hiyo kurushwa na pikipiki juu chini, napanda mlima hivyo. Hata ni Mungu tu alinisaidia. Juu hata vile nilirudi pale wale watu walishangaa. Acha unaweza fanya job na bado hujapona vizuri. Unajua sasa pressure wamenipea, imebidi niende field. Baadaye tena wananihurumia, nashangaa wananihurumia, ninaona wamenituma huko. Juu nilikuwa sure nikitoka pale niidha pale naweza achana ama ndapata complications zingine juu mpaka sasa hivi wakaanga na back pain. Hapa back pain. Na kwanga tuna maumivu zingine zieleweki. Sasa na mimi mwenyewe najisemanga labda ni kwa sababu niliingia kwa kazi haraka ndo inaniletea shida. Hivyo so lakini I was explained, nikaelewa kwa nini hiyo pain inakuanga nayo.
Okay. Maybe to ask another question, like where do you think this pressure comes from?
Okay, I think different, depend on situation. Some of the pressure is peer pressure actually. You do something because your peers are doing it.
Like the one in the past experience.
Yes. So unafanya just because of the environment, of the people around you. And just because unaona Belinda ako na tattoo, you ako na tattoo, all my friends have tattoo, so I go and get one. Of which in mimi mwenyewe si tunaitaka, it's just the people around me, everyone has a tattoo. So I want a tattoo. Hiyo ni peer pressure. Watu wenye wanakusurround kitu kama hiyo.
I'll say hii pressure kutokea kwa kazi personally yetu ni microfinance, and mimi naweza sema inatoka from the above. Sababu gani? The moment supervisor wetu ameongeleshwa, hiyo pressure amepatiwa, kazi inaenda vibaya. You know our portfolio kuna target tumepewa. Kama ni disbursement you need to kuwa na 2 million. Kama ni intake you need to have 30. Kama ni recruitment unafaa kuwa recruit at least 2 groups. You need to sell product. He's not saying all that. The pressure is given, anakuja anatumwagia, lakini yeye anatumwagia vibaya. Unaona? Hata anaweza kutusi, hata akuchape. Unaona? Haileti vizuri kwa sababu ashasomoa pale. Unaona? Sasa anaweza sema pressure pia inakuja kutoka juu.
Mine I'll say from people. But these I'll also use another example. I met like my former schoolmate back then, and then catching up, the guy was like, I know right now you have a family. Nikambia no, I don't. Akaniambia no, you should be having. You should be having. And I was like, is it like, should I run with other people's family? Now that Loina you have a friend, I don't.
Yeah.
So me I've been getting that a lot. You find someone and someone is like, hey, you mean like, even some I remember during birthday wishes on the status, people were like, someone, you need now to get someone. You need to get someone. And I was like, it's okay.
That
when
is
it
what
comes,
you think.
yeah, when it comes, I'll just flow with it. But right now I'm not forcing anything. Yeah, I'll just take one step at a time.
Okay, honestly, I don't understand why people think that just because someone gets a kid at 19 years and the other one is at 28, the 19 one or the 20-year-old, you think that you're too mature, and the 28 juana mtoto, kila mtu anaenda na pace yake. You cannot just judge someone because they do not have a kid or a boyfriend or a husband by that age. What if I'm planning to have a kid at the age of 35? Who are you to care? That is my plan. Hiyo ndo plan yangu. Do I have to rush in a relationship that I'm not comfortable so that I can have a kid? Ndio msini judge.
But I think, Loina, also people should learn to mind their business. Even the society at large. But then the society, you need to keep quiet. Iya unaonaga mpaka December ukiona unaogopa, kuna wengine ndio wanaogopanga kurudi back home. Because kuna ule auntie atakuuliza, "Hai, haujatuletea mjukuu." Kitu kama hiyo, bado una mtu.
God, I don't have such a aunt.
Pia me, I thank God.
Ile vitu inaweza kuwa hapo.
I don't. I think tu nile you're just meeting people and then they're like, you mean like right now, what are you still waiting for?
Yeah, actually.
And then that pressure unapata maybe kama you already have a child, someone, you already have one.
Yeah.
Someone is demanding, when are you getting the next
Where's
one?
baby
You know,
number two?
baby number 2. You don't know what this person is dealing with.
Exactly.
Maybe the reason as to why I'm not having a baby right now, maybe have health complications. You don't know why, but you are too quick to judge. Oh, ako this age, hajaoleka, hana boyfriend, hana mtoto.
Or maybe unapata mtoto wake amefika 7-8 years and nyinyi mko hapo tu, where is baby number 2? Kwani unataka kuachanisha miaka ngapi? What if I'm planning to have one? Yeah, what if I'm planning to have one kid? Who are you to tell me I need another one? You're not in my plan. Just leave me and my family alone in my life. Just mind your own business.
Yeah, people should mind their own business. Yeah. And just rush with your timeline.
It's exhausting.
Don't allow like yourself to rush with other people's timeline. So, I know like all of us, like right now, you're not doing whatever that we went to study in school, and it's so hard like for people to redirect their minds simply because Loina, you did agribusiness, you want to stick to that. Lazima niajiriwe kwa hiyo agribusiness. Since I did communication and journalism, I must stick to that. You see, so it's hard right now for people to do that. What would you tell like such a person? Because most of us out there, since I did maybe procurement, I must be a procurement officer. Since I did journalism, it's hard to shift. And unajipata, since we failed to shift, like to change our minds to do something else, depression iko hapo, stress iko hapo, juu hauna job, hautaki kujituma, figure out other things that you can do.
Yeah, okay. About that, this is Kenya, my friend. Hizo expectation uko nazo, just because you did law you have to be a lawyer. Hey, ukipata kazi ya kufunza, just teach. Ukipata hata kama you personally, mimi nimefanya agribusiness. Trust me, the only thing I've done about agribusiness ni attachment. Employment zangu zimekuwa zikisako around sales and marketing. Of which sales and marketing ni kitu yenye tumefanya like a small it's a small portion of my course, my own course. Na hata sales yenye nafanya, they have nothing to do with the agricultural field. Nafanya sales electronics. My friend, whichever job utapata, just do it. Hizo ndo utapata in your CV, hauna blank spaces like a whole year you did nothing about it. Well, ulikuwa na kazi yenye ungefanya kitu kama reception, ukipata kazi reception, you don't have to, si lazima kumefanya course ya secretary or something. They hire anyone. Alafu niambie you've gotten such an opportunity but you can't do it just because you did economics. That's being foolish. Opportunity yenye utafanya fanya. When the
Grab
time
it,
is right,
you'll get the one
you
that you're
can.
looking for.
Kwanza mimi nafanyanga hivi. If you have somewhere to at least you're busy doing something, as long as uko hapo, you can apply for the positions that you qualified for, zenye ni field yako, bora umeshikilia hapa.
True.
Ukipata, well and good. If you don't, stick to where you are. So hizo expectations are just because nimefanya agribusiness, niajiriwa kwa agribusiness farm. Oh, this is Kenya, my friend. Just to do a course, finish, kazi yenye utapata fanya. Hizo expectations they are too.
Yeah, too much. But there you have to understand you have expectations and you have reality.
And reality will hit you
hard.
So hard.
and it hits very hard.
Very hard. Very hard. So me even tell my students right now, because now sasa nimeingia into teaching. I normally tell them, kuna wale utasikia wakisema mimi kuna mtu alinipromise job. Let me tell you. Ulipromisiwa na ukaitika.
Yes.
People will disappoint you.
Wait until you start calling them.
Yeah. And then they tell you, send me your CV.
Yeah, send your CV.
You'll never get the
Or
feedback.
You'll
come
never
meet
get
me.
the feedback.
That feedback never comes.
We'll keep
never
on
comes.
checking. And nowadays, you see even the memes that we have, at least the email could be notifying us. We received your mail. We are sending no feedback.
Oh God.
So expectations, they're there, but again, reality now hits hard. So lower your expectations. Have just zero expectations. Ikijipa wala
Yeah, mi naweza sema thank God I'm flexible. Mimi na job yoyote niko spani. Bora nipe pesa. Unaona? Jo, nakumbuka my first professional job. Unajua nilipata kupitia nini? That person who read my CV, kazi ya mtaani yenye I did it, kufagia mtaro ndio nilipea hiyo job. Unaona? Kama singefanya kufagia mtaro ama ningechagua kazi maybe
hiyo nini ya kazi mtaani.
Yes.
You ukistate kwa your CV that you did kazi mtaani, mtu anajituma.
Yes.
Ndio unapata your professional job.
Hiyo ndio nilipea my professional job. Unaona? Before nipate hiyo, unaona hii kwa expectation pia siku. Kama mimi kuna mtu ako well off kabisa na anaweza nipea job. Unaona? But akaniambia nitume CV yangu. Lakini the only problem pale ilikuja, msee ni kama alikuwa anataka kutake advantage yangu.
That's also another. I think
That's
that is another
else.
topic.
That's another topic.
Yeah, it's another topic. Yeah.
So hizo by the way, hakuna kitu like mtu anakiangalia CV yako and then anapata ulifanya kitu like you didn't choose. Unaona mtu ni mtu mwenye amemaliza college, alipata degree yake, college campus, university, no difference. Mtu alimaliza kuna ni yake but hakuchagua kazi. Mlimpea hii kazi na akafanya. Mtu anaona huyu ni mtu mwenye anajituma. Utaajiriwa hiyo kazi. Kuna possibility upate just because huyu anaona ni mtu mwenye huyu atajituma kwa hii kazi.
It is funny, by the way, I applied the job. Wednesday leo.
Today Sunday.
At night, saa 4 jioni. Lakini I was called yesterday, the following day. Unaona? Hivyo tu na nikaenda nikafanya interview nikajua ni kama tu kawaida. Mimi nikajipa shughuli. Kidogo, hello. Nimepata kazi. Utaenda Vihiga. Na hiyo ndo nilipata.
Yeah, things by the way hapa nje expectation nazo zina.
We need to lower, because let me tell you, those people who promised my dad acha mtoto tu amalize journalism, atapata kazi, and they're in this big media houses. What? Inaniramba.
Wamekaa pale wanasikia.
Mimi ni mwalimu.
Yeah, anafanya education.
Kitu sikusomea, but at least I'm just grateful. I have something to
about
do.
expectation. Honestly speaking, now this is out of experience. A couple of weeks ago, ushaingia interview when you wamekusaraud, they have 5 years, 6 years experience na wewe. Now those are the people with expectation. Just because you have 6 years experience, una expect unachukuliwa. Ndio maana nawaambia expectations, please don't, isikuwe huko. Don't have high expectation. True. Even with your experience, unaweza kuwa you are at your entry level, ndio unaanza job, na unapata umechukuliwa kuliko mtu mwenye ana experience.
Leave at least a big room for disappointment pia. Unajua unaenda unajiambia nimepata.
Mimi na hata nikienda interview naendanga tu natoka nikijiambia
liwe liwalo,
tungoje ingine.
Ikikuja well and good.
Hey, unashtukia wow. Something else however much tunaweza sema vitu mingi hapa about pressure, about expectation. But keeping it real, put God first. Mimi wacha niwaambie tu,
God is everything.
if you put God first, no matter what, things will work out kwa time yake. It might take a long time,
but it will definitely happen.
But if you learn to see small miracles in your life, hata bila kazi unaamka asubuhi unaona tu it's a miracle. My friend, you will relax.
In fact, I remember noting it down. Like sometimes you fail to appreciate. Maybe you have that small hustle, but but because you are not like employed in the company that, like you see, like in our field, the media. People feel like if they work at maybe at Royal Media Services,
that is when you're employed.
That's when you're employed. But when you're in this, you're not. You see, so you fail to appreciate the one that you have. You end up appreciating what you don't have. And we miss the blessing.
You miss
completely.
The blessing. Nakwambia, if you normalize seeing the grace of God,
and the grace of God,
yani utakuwa tu relax, things work out at time when you expect. Like things just work out. Hata kama ni small bit, mimi mali nimefika,
ni God.
Ukisikia tunasema ni God.
Ni God,
Manze ni God. Really.
Okay, so as we wind up, Nina and Kanaiza, you have those people who feel like they're missing out on something. I don't have kids like right now. Like wenzangu, you see, like I've also read those stories pale Facebook. Ukienda utasikia sijui my friend I got a baby when I was this, and my friend right now is doing this. Like kuna wale watu wana feel like they're missing out on something. I'd like us to talk to them as we wind up. So just come this way as I wind up.
Kuna there is a saying, it's not literally a saying, but mtu ameandika somewhere. Someone will get married at 22 and divorce at 27. Someone will get married at 35 and a marriage will last until akufe. Someone will graduate at 24 na anapata job akiwa 42. Kuna mwingine anaanza kumaliza shule akiwa 30 something na anapata job immediately. Time yako, your timeline, it's not my timeline. Some people get job immediately after work, after school, I mean. Others get kids at a young age. Is it vitu ya kusema you're missing out? It's your time, it's a matter. Alafu comparison. You cannot compare. If you keep on comparing yourself with other people, you'll always get disappointed.
True.
Just know that you are unique in your own way. You are born unique, so just do your own thing. As long as at least you're trying. So just because kuna mtu ana drive, you want to drive na hata rent ni shida. Just jaribu upate your rent bana, kula, shiba, lala, amka, be happy. There are so many ways of being happy, not just driving, not just having kids.
And driving is also
mimi kwenye mimi naweza jambia, okay, me I don't like comparing myself to people, but what I say, kwenye mimi usemanga kila mtu ako na blessings zake. Unaona? Mtu kama wewe labda ukubarikiwa na job, but utabarikiwa na good husband. For me, maybe I was not blessed by a husband, but a good job. Unaona? Sasa mimi usemanga kila kitu inakuja na time yake. Unaona? Ni ile tusupportiane. Unaona? Tusupportiane tu. Kila kitu itakuja na time yake. Hata juzi remember I had that pressure of having a kid after that shit happened. Unaona? So ilikuwa inanisumbua kabisa. Juu unaona ni kama ile kitu itakuja tena.
Because you know the issue with whatever that you're dealing with is people fear that once you go to surgery, chances are you might end up not having a kid.
Yes.
Or
it gives you pressure to a point unaweza pata you end up to the wrong people na time ijafika bado. My time now is to work vizuri, ni work smart, I find my money, I live a comfortable life the way you shared to me.
Then there's no need of being okay. You went through surgery, now you're well. Why don't you just leave your health issues to God?
And like right now, like we are sharing before this in the morning, I told her, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Sure.
Right now, you are hurting.
Yeah,
When you go out there to meet someone, you will keep on pouring the hurt that you have.
Yes.
So you have to work out on yourself,
myself
and
first.
then give that love that you wanted to give out there to yourself.
To
Like
myself.
date yourself, treat
Love
yourself
yourself.
well,
Yeah.
and then when this
Get to know
person
yourself.
get to know yourself better, so that when this person comes anapata mtu mwenye
Mtu mwenye
you will
uko
pour
sawa.
now what you have. But if you are hurt, that's what you'll give out there.
Sure.
And if you are healed, that's what you'll also give out there. Me, as we wind up, I'll just say that pressure of maybe missing out on something, we should opt out from it. And in case maybe you're feeling like you're a late bloomer, just know you're not a late bloomer. You're right on time. And when the time is right, like Luina said, God will make it happen. Since He makes beautiful, He makes everything beautiful in its time. So when tu Luina amesema, let's like lean our trust in God. Let's depend on Him for everything. Will just work out. And thank you so much, ladies. I really appreciate this conversation. Has been deep. May not tumekuwa professional. Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.